We're smooth 98.1 FM. Good morning and welcome inside the Grapevine. It is time for us to go into everything entertainment and just get ready for laughter. There will be time also to express sadness, of course, as a result of the stories this morning. But I want to say a big welcome to Irabor Okosun.
Good morning, Omas. How's everything?
I'm well, thank you. Happy belated birthday once again.
Thank you. Okay, now.
I don't know how
I
June.
send my answer.
Why do June people just come around me? And because I'm a June person too.
What's your own date?
I will tell you at the end of the show.
Okay,
And
okay.
for the person, just because, just let's keep them suspense, right?
You have to tell them because Ira Star could send you a birthday cake.
Oh,
Anything can happen.
Ira Star belongs to
Or
us.
Rihanna.
Ira Star is that one of ours also.
Yeah.
She's also
So,
June.
Imagine if Rihanna and Ira Star come to give you a birthday cake together all at the same time. That will make your day.
Chris is keeping her too busy on the tour 11 to 11 right now that she might not have time to
If
see.
wishes were horses.
Beggars will ride here.
Or mass will be galloping.
Anyway, you started something that some persons will pick up on our WhatsApp platform. Let's go now.
Okay.
0809-444-0981 will be where we like to read all of your messages coming across this morning for the Grapevine. We can also let you go over to YouTube and catch a live stream also this morning. youtube.com/smooth 981 FM Lagos is where you can find us. Just leave a comment there. We're sure to read. But let's go on and see what this man is up to. This man is, when he said Dangote and the others and his co-travelers are never tired of sorting out money issues. We thought the man was just probably looking for content for his song and the lyrics. But from what we see and from the zeros we see right now, out of the abundance of the zero, a man would buy bole for free and also pay school fees and pay hospital bills. But tell us now, they say Burnaboy is moving into the highest grossing tour right now as a result of what he's done.
Yes, as an African, but you have the big three, but Burnaboy just came and solidified his spot as number one. You cannot beat it. He first won that Grammy amongst the three of them. Davido still hasn't won, and for him to gross over $15.5 million from 15 cities or 15 dates, still having 6 left on the calendar. So that goes to show that the African giant, the Odogu number one, he's literally just by the tour byline, which is I told them, he's telling them, with the numbers. He's also making noise. We know him to make noise too, but he backs it up. So you cannot in any way fault Burnaboy for the numbers and his accolades. We're only just after the attitude and the personality. But again, people wouldn't really mind because when it comes to money, they overlook certain things as long as you don't go the R. Kelly route or the PDD route. So, I mean, everything will be fine.
So, Irabor, just because you said I told them, how do you say I told them? If you want to say I told them in the streets, how do you say that?
You just drop money, but finish.
Okay.
That's it. That's what Burnaboy is doing.
Okay, that's what he's doing right now. But in addition to doing all of this, but it looks like the zeros are really zeroing up very well.
Yes.
That he's been told probably by his handlers, those who handle the zeros for him, say, "Oh God, you need to shed some zeros because it's looking like the calculators would rebel against us if we don't shed some, and we can't even work it out properly." Is that why he's on this spree of philanthropy?
No, see, what anybody needs to do and understand, if you're well-to-do, even if you're not well-to-do, even if you just have a little, there's nothing wrong in extending. But if you have surplus like Burnaboy, I mean, you can't even imagine what he pays his staff, how many staff members would be, around him, his mom, family. Like that cake is shared by everybody, sister. The fact that he's able, he's not obligated to do it. He can enjoy his money, he's not committing a crime. But the fact that he's able to do that, I mean, anybody who does such, you have to just give them props for it.
But I saw something online where someone trolled him. Well, said, "Well, I appreciate you for coming to buy off all of the bole. That's the roasted plantain and the fish you bought. But where you and I would have issues, Burnaboy, is when I see my mom in one of your music video as a result of this philanthropy." I laughed.
Well, people can, talk all they want. At the end of the day, I'm not saying that because somebody's rich, you shouldn't still be able to call them out. That's not what I'm saying. But in that regard to that comment, well, the person will be fine.
Let's move on. Still staying with Burna, it really looks this man is his shadow really looms large now, such that it's getting to the point where it gets into the garden of PKC's interests back in the days, but no longer Gerald PK anyway. But it's a free transfer market right now. But let's understand where it's an open confession now that even Shakira, the one whose hips don't lie, tells you, look, as we speak right now, I love Burna. I mean, I love Burna in terms of I don't joke when I hear the sounds.
Yeah, I mean, speaking about hips don't lie, Shakira, I saw one interview where she was saying that she likes being single, she's okay being single and everything. I mean, that hip is lying right there. You know, I mean, your hip has to be tossed sometimes. You know, that hip is lying. Nobody wants to be single. Nobody wants to be alone. So don't even buy that whole thing that everybody's selling online or doing that. Not lie, not lie. Go and check the prices of vibrators. See how the revenue is skyrocketing. Who is buying it? Anyway, segue back to the real thing. Okay. If you see quality, regardless of wherever it comes from, you know, if it comes from, you know, anywhere, maybe Denver, Colorado, or Philadelphia, or Lagos, Nigeria, or, you know, Brazil, Sao Paulo, or somewhere, wherever, you know, Japan, anywhere, you know, Australia, it doesn't matter. The reason I'm mentioning all these places is because once you're original, you come up with something, even if you're going to imitate, but your delivery, there's just something about it, even if it's your swagger, even if it's, you know, how you look, even if it's just something, your voice, anything, even if it's your penmanship, people will recognize you. That's something that would always give way for hate or anything. Somebody can hate you and still respect you at the same time. You know, so I'm happy that his work is speaking for him, regardless of anything. And it gives us positive PR, regardless of the fact, you know, that Nigeria is going through what we're going through and how we are PR. I mean, our PR is outside, you know, the shores. So the fact that we have Burnaboy, Mo Abudu, you know, Bolale Peters, you know, Tunde Olokaya, you know, people that are just doing things. We're happy. Davido, Whiskey and Co, despite all the shortcomings.
Let me digress a little because you've mentioned Bolale Austin Peters. I'm just going to raise this because in the this is where a thought came to my mind. It was during the June 12 celebration. I had gone to see Kashimawo earlier on before June 12. So during the celebration, I also saw some past clips of, and I said, see piles of materials waiting. Why do we always, whenever there is something, a story, epic story to be told, it seemed like one name just comes to mind. Bola Leon Peter, this is a good mind. Please come in here.
Yeah, I mean, she has a lot of people don't understand how certain things work. She understands how it does. I mean, everybody keeps learning at the end of the day. The reason I'm referencing this is because in the industry, a lot of people wonder why certain things aren't working for them or certain things aren't working certain ways. Bolanle, if you look at her background, she comes from a well-to-do family. She married into a well-to-do family. Everything is sorted, you understand? But now, if you look at Bolanle and Davido and all those types of people, what are they doing with that wealth? They are building on that wealth. You know, they are making sure that they're positioning themselves. They are leveraging relationships. They are keying into other relationships, you know, and they are studying the industry. They are looking for the gap in the market and the market in the gap. You know, it's very important. You can see a gap in the market, but the reason why it's a gap in the market is probably because there's no market.
Networking and networking.
Yes, networking with high net worth individuals. So that's what she's doing. And even if some of the films, maybe people may not like them, but the fact she's doing, you understand, she's doing. And I'll just put this out there to anybody who is, you know, a creator. If somebody is criticizing you, yes, take it. But at the end of the day, know that you are doing. Acknowledge it first that you are doing, even if you're doing good or bad, in the sense like you're putting out bad, you know, material or art and all that. But again, it's subjective. But shout out to people like Bolale Peter.
So in summary, bringing it back to the hips online now, and
it's lying with that interview, but go on, Sha.
Okay, in other news, talking about the one now, yes, Shakira, shaky, shaky,
shaky, mama.
Oh, come on, see, Irabor. So I'm just going to do a quote and let's just let the story lie now. So in that interview, which is going to come out with the Rolling Stone, where she broke that one out, you see, she had said, well, she's got regards for Afrobeats right now. If I could explain my taste of music in 3 words, she says, I would say eclectic, honest, and what else? Real. And I love anything Afrobeats. I like Tyler and I like Burna. Anything Afrobeats, but I love Burna so much.
So
Mm.
maybe Shakira has seen the percentage that Anthony Braxton is collecting. She's like, I need to leverage. See, remember when I was telling you about when you're original or you have talent or something to make way for you?
Sure.
See what Afrobeat is doing. Afrobeat or Afrobeats, whatever you want to call it. People would even leverage your thing and still give it another name and rebrand it and call it theirs at the end of the day. But the fact that we are able to do what we are doing and people are now seeing it as the cool thing, to want to go to Africa, quote unquote. Meanwhile, we have several other countries. It's not just one place like you have, America. But my point is, people would want to go to the next cool thing. It's just like, people gravitating towards money. Now, I'm not going to say the way women gravitate towards money before Zibi and if you come and catch me. But I'm saying, typically men, we don't gravitate towards money more than, but you get my point. But the fact that Shakira, and it's not only Shakira, you have other artists, DJ Khaled, Beyonce, all of them, they're like, Afrobeats is the way.
And knowing her way, Shakira's way, she's done Zankalewa, even though we know that there was a battle, court case and all that before that Waka Waka song and all of from the sampling. When we may not be wrong to say that we're likely to, this is the first step towards something we see like a Tony Braxton sitting at home and your bank account is ringing.
Man, that's the way. That's how you make money, man. Money that multiplies when you are asleep. Shakira, I think she's good. She's sorted for life. Barring misuse of her funds or whatever. But again, she definitely would keep singing, keep collaborating for sure. Speaking about her song for the World Cup, I still feel Canaan Waving Flag should have been the official World Cup song. But I understand why maybe they gave it to Shakira because it sounded bubbly. But Waving Flag to me is one of the best songs ever made, along with World's Greatest.
Irabor, can you give this with a stroke of a pen, get this next story out of the way? Winning without you, I will win Grammy. Portable tells Davido, how did we move from having dinner together, flexing you to this point?
See, I'll just put it as competition and ego. A lot of people expect you to, be the source of their success. There's somebody called 25, 50 Cent's cousin or nephew or somebody. He thinks, 50 Cent is supposed to take it upon himself to make him blow. The fact that you already have 50 Cent, you should just leverage that and be smart to do it. See what happened with G-Unit now. But again, I'm not saying that's the situation between Davido and Portable, but Portable needs to understand certain things, and how things work. I'm not saying that you shouldn't call out people or criticize, but, find a way to not quarrel with everybody.
That's it.
Yeah, stroke of a pen.
All right, stroke of a pen. I like that. So you're still listening to the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1 FM. Irabor Okosun is still here helping us and break down what your faves are up to and what they can do better. Networking and networking with people with high profile, making money while you sleep. Irabor will just let you know all of this.
I won't be sleeping for 4 hours. I'll be sleeping for like 10.
All right, so let's get your thoughts coming on to the phone line on WhatsApp on 0809 4440981, and then you can go over to youtube.com/smooth981 FM Lagos. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can see the live stream and say hello to Irabor here, and then we'll be back. Leave your comments. But that combo of Shakira and Burnaboy go bad.
No. See, I know the funny thing, if they calm down, get a solid producer that is not popular even said. Just look for all those technical producers. They then give us one kind of dance hall. Hey, no, forget that song will do better than with this boy's song.
Calm down, Selena Gomez.
Because there will be dance, there will be maturity, there will be Then if you want to now spoil that thing more, carry Tiwa Savage enter.
Hey, go there, though.
It will be crazy. No, it will be mad.
Crazy. But I know that something is going to be in the works after this kind of statement, this open admiration.
Burnaboy is a business guy.
He's a business guy.
That's what's going on.
One more. Wait, the guy just returned from tour. I just guessed that they said it's zeros like about 1 million. That's what it. Before you talk anything at all, 1M don't go first.
Straight.
Not in Naira.
Straight.
Before we see.
In dollar. Money is good, though. No, money.
Anyone who says money is not good, that person
money makes things happen.
Yeah. See Burnaboy when he do vixen for this girl, Cynthia Morgan.
Burnaboy calmed. See, the thing about it is that he calmed down. He looks I know Sabi now. What thing these people did where I don't know where I need to do. So he now took it upon himself to now say, okay, you know what? Let me understudy some certain things, then drop hits and market the hell out of myself.
I want to come in with this lady who passed on yesterday. You know, you are the one, you just have this way of, I think you were the last person who put it like, it's almost like every other week we come here, there's something that's happened to our
What's that woman's name again?
Stella Igwebu. Just. We're smooth 98.1 FM. We're still here. Yes, that's it. So we're getting the messages coming across now on 0809 444 0981. That has to be on WhatsApp. That's it. That's WhatsApp. Then go over to youtube.com/smooth 981 FM Lagos and leave your comments there. So, Irabor.
Yeah.
Now, serious face now. I need to see now. That's what it is. Yesterday, apparently, what should have been a very laid-back Monday, go back, just relax, watch movies, was dampened in a very sad way for me because I have memories of this next character in question in a movie that I still go back to watch every time, and I like that scene a great deal. I'm talking about the passing on of Nollywood, one of Nollywood's again, Stella Igwebu, who passed on Sunday, and the news broke yesterday.
I'm sure anybody who remembers the movie Ukwa,
that
you took it with Inkemowo. If you don't know, go and watch it. Amici Monago was in that one.
Yes, that's
so. It's those films that that okay, it represents Nollywood, the old Nollywood, Nollywood from the 90s, 2000s, and Stanley on top. Stanley Nwoko was the person who broke this news on his Instagram. He was saying that it's not Nollywood's fault that we're losing these guys. It's the ills of the society itself. Because if you look at healthcare system is nothing to write home about. Insurance is just not syncing with healthcare. People are not being taken care of. People are scared of even being sick. That's why you see people trying to self-medicate and do certain things to avoid the high bills. Now imagine how it is right now today. So rest in peace to Stella. I mean, it's sad to see talented. I'm talking about these talented actors and actresses who that if they were here today, with the way the economy is in Nollywood, despite the fact that it's still not good, but at least films are going to cinema, films are going to streaming, they would be very joyous to milk the fruits of their labor. But I mean, they're still the foundation. So I hope that we have structure in place to make sure that we cater for these people and their families, even beyond their life.
In midst of the sadness, and if someone who's passing will still bring smile to your face, I just recall that scene where the prophet was actually deviating from the call of God, and where Nkemo walked in and then said, "Hey, Angel Gabe, I'm going to." They all fell into the mood. They fell into the mood of prayer, and
I need to watch a movie.
And that point where there was the confession in church, and then he said it's a lie. And then, I mean, our voice is just so unique. Even not, but it's just so nice to.
The fact that you were alive to see Patience of Zoko, Nkemo, Stella, Amici Monago, Sam Loco. You understand, Mr. Ibu? I mean, you just had unlimited talent. I'm talking about natural, just talent, and trained too. Because when I did research, I noticed some of them are trained. I mean, Sam Loco, I wish Sam Loco could do my jingles or my voiceover or my voice of God, for award shows or anything like that. That's talent. Oh my God. You're talking about no. Let's not even go there.
Well, anyway, let's go into the ministry now because we understand that apparently he also belongs to Nollywood. They say the apple, since the days of Isaac Newton, never really falls far from the tree. But it's looking like these days the apple blows away far from the main root. Yul Edochie is the one here giving us reason. I know you kicked him out of the WhatsApp group a long time ago, but bring him in and then you can kick him out. Take him out later.
No.
Well,
No.
he says he's been out of ministry for a while now, and
No.
that's he was making reason.
Is I can't even imagine. Well, maybe the man may even support him. I can't even imagine what Peter Doce would be thinking about his son. But then again, I'm not going to mention or give breath to anything about Yule Doce beyond what I've just said. Nah, I'm not interested. A man is supposed to be the chief priest of his house, your home. You understand? A man is supposed to be a man, and by saying that, there are certain things that you're supposed to do. There's certain ways you're supposed to move. Yes, I agree. There's a certain type of personality and coldness a man is supposed to have because that's what is expected of us. But we're still also supposed to be human in our implementation and execution. Yes, society will test you. Family will test you. Partners will test you. It's not easy being a man. I recognize it, but there's the other side where you now want to just misdo. You understand? Because of that label. It's the same thing I have issues with when women just want to misdo because they're a woman. You can't, yeah. So we also just as human beings we need to just I would say like this get sense.
So in addition to being a good actor with a great voice, he's also going into the ministry, and he took out time to prepare himself for the calling of God. That's the reason is.
But God is very merciful. If it was Old Testament God, some people thunder and lightning.
You can't say if it's God didn't call him. So, but
that's what I'm saying. God is merciful. Like the way people are just using his name, God, hey, God is merciful. Hey, God.
God. So let's pick up. We've got company already. Francis from what Joe says, one thing we can take away from Nigerian celebrities is giving back to community. And Odogu, that's Burnaboy, did it once in his Port Harcourt city. And then let's just vote him for local government chairman to start with.
I better stop that. Acknowledge that he has given back to the community. Burnaboy, local government chairman, we need to know if he's equipped enough to be in that position. See, that's the thing about Nigeria. They just throw money. Hey, I bring a government.
Yes, you may not be cut out for politics.
Please always make sure your leaders prove to you that they are leaders.
At some point when I saw him, the clip of him even distributing food packaged with a truck of food he was giving out, I was like, well, I don't know if Duncan Mighty had probably registered that name, trademark that title, Port Harcourt First Son. It's looking like Burner is turning out to be Port Harcourt.
Just throw some money around. You see what people will be calling you.
Okay. So
is that not the people that caused katakata against David? They were hailing him, but they caused katakata for David.
Yes.
Okay. In the Bible.
Yeah, I think Saul killed about 1,000 or thereabout.
They were now trying. Hey, that be man do it inside wedding.
Tayo is here with us. Welcome, and he says, "Well, I had to pull a rant like Osime because they didn't told me I wasn't going to be there." And then he says, "The secret."
The secret, let me know it out. The secret life of a mass. Happy birthday in advance. No social media handle to show appreciation. Belated birthday wishes to Irabor.
That would be on the 21st, so it's still quite early, but it's coming in already. Bring it in anyway. Thank you so much for that. And then it goes on, a Portable should be calming down. He's becoming a case study in a bad way. David never even collect Grammy. And then it goes on, R.I.P. Angela Bofield. Oh, you will be missed. Okay, that's for the singer. And then you. And the stumbling into problem is like 5 and 6. It will be forming hard guy in film, but strange in real life. With what is going on in Rivers politics, Burner should join the mix. I want to see something.
do you know what will solve Nigeria's problem? If we just infuse accountability and research when it comes to picking our leaders. That's all. Finish. Let's not be moved by you spray money here. Nah. I know that there's poverty. Don't get me wrong, which is the weapon that is being used, but
all right, so let's just get some more thoughts coming across on 0809-444-0981. Let's go on to Father's Day related issues right now. Ben Fleck, as we Benifa, or they're still there. We understand actor Ben Affleck and wife Jennifer spent the time together. So Is this likely they're solving their differences in any way this so soon?
The dynamic of having kids with somebody, and even if you guys separate and you each have, families again outside that same family, you're still going to be connected because you have kids. It's not like you guys are exes and you divorced and there were no kids.
Absolutely.
If you have kids,
yeah,
you must. And I'm sure the JLo thing may not be working out for him because at the end of the day, for a bomb is not the way forward. After you have done what you need to do.
But it seems he has a knack for Jennifer's anyway, because from Jennifer Garner to Jennifer Lope, so there's this.
The remaining one is Jennifer in I think Akindele soon that if you follow. That one is the one that will set him straight. Well. Look at him limp.
Oh my God. No, but again, I find this interesting that even though people are not together, it seems like that's not a crime that we can't come around together. Maybe,
but it's also dangerous, if you look at it. And one thing about human beings, we like to lie to ourselves. We are aware of certain dangers, but we lie and give excuses.
You think there will be for the road?
Of course, sometimes it happens. Yeah, that's why I don't see any of my exes. Yeah. Why are we seeing? Hey. Sisi Shalewa.
Oh God.
Don't try to. See, I say it. The fact that you are praying or you're doing certain things doesn't mean you can't be playing with them. Okay. Avoid it. Isn't it? Avoid all appearance of you. Just
it says flee.
Flee, run. God, run away.
Okay, let's wrap it up with the next story. Angelina Jolie, Alicia Keys win at Tony Awards 2024 over the weekend. Any surprises there?
No surprises. Whether you like it or not, despite the different stance that Angelina Jolie may have, in society about certain things, there's a certain weirdness to her, but you cannot deny that she's a phenomenal actor, executive producer and producer for sure. Alicia Keys, solid producer. I think she's a better producer than singer. In fact, better producer, writer than singer. I don't know. Angelina Jolie has won an Oscar. I think she has won a Tony now. So I think it's remaining a Grammy and Golden Globe or something. I don't know. Whatever. So she's assuming EGOT status gradually. The same thing with Alicia Keys as well. So let's see how it goes.
Well, that's about the size of the Grapevine this morning. We want to say thank you so much for being part of the conversation. We appreciate you greatly, but we say thank you to Irabor.
Oh, yes.
And I just understand they might be saying, Omas, why don't you ask where is
what?
Where is Efe?
Efe?
Yes. The other part, the other side of the coin.
Efe that was holding my internet. Efe, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. If you went to go and regroup.
All right, so that's how we leave it here. It's Smooth 98.1 FM, and it's a wrap inside the Grapevine.